Welcome back to Beautiful Mystic Survivors, the alternative version to Sexy Mystic Survivors, because I can't play the other one, it's region locked, yeah. Well, believe it or not, this video was actually one of the most requested one, that I would do one on the update, so here we are. Just as a little disclaimer, I might sound weird. Over the weekend I streamed 30 hours of egg grind content. And I sound weird. I sound different. But that out of the way, let's look at the update. We have 2 new characters, we have new weapons, we have new functions, we have power-up weapons, we have special abilities. Let's just take a look at it. I would say we play together for a bit, you know, just exploring the game. And after that I'll do a run with each of the characters where I actually want to win. So first I would say let's take a look at the new characters. We have Melisandre with the scythe as a starting weapon, and the stats look decent. Yeah, they look pretty normal. And we have Cassandra. Stats, lower health, but aside from that look rather normal. And as you can see, an entirely new starting weapon. Now Cassandra is pretty much just a super fresh character. The description is missing, there's no warning animation yet that you took too much damage, and there's no special abilities. Now I would say to check out the changes we will play Melisandre, and after that I'll make a full game with her, and then I'll make a full game with Cassandra. But first I would say let's take a look at the power-ups. So power-ups wise, you can see I have a bit of gold in the game, and down here we have a couple new ones. We have luck, so this just makes you luckier. We have revivals, and probably my favorite one, rarity. In the past, your starting weapon was I think a rare or even just a common one, and now you can just bump this up to a legendary. So you already have a legendary one, and in case you never played this game, what you really want to do is, you want to go for legendary weapons and you just want to spam everything into a weapon because it's ridiculous and it feels amazing. And I'm done. Of course I maxed out the new ones. Revival, I think we are fine without that. Experience, very important, cooldown, very important, and area is also insanely helpful. For the rest, I just distributed 1 point into them. I should recommend doing this since it gives you a minor buff, but it's super cheap. And armor is actually really important here. And there we are. Keep in mind that this run is meant to show off the new stuff, so the goal is not winning, the goal is just to pick whatever is new and get everything. Now one thing I'm noticing is we have an ability down here. I don't know if this is a one-time usage or what the cooldown is, if it has a cooldown, so I don't want to use it right now. But as we can see up here we have slots for passive weapons. Oh my god, look at this. So we have 1 more projectile or 6% more damage as legendary. I mean, yes please. I'm noticing it looks like the scythe has very low damage. I don't know if this was always the case, because the developer did a lot of balancing in the game, and overall, like, a lot has changed. I asked him if he could give me a rundown of the update so I know what I should look out for, and boy oh boy there's a lot. Now wait a second, oh my. Negative 9% cooldown. You know what, I could wait for the legendary and might not get it, so I'll just go for this one here. Wait, that is ridiculous. Do these also have infinite levels? Because the beauty of this game, if you never played it, what is fun about this game? The beauty of this game is that you can infinitely level up your weapons. And, you know, for those that actually came for the anime boobas, whenever you take a little bit too much damage, then there is a warning that you take too much damage, but that's obviously not why I'm here. I mean, you also have the option to zoom in, you know, and then you can watch the physics, but like, I can't do that here, so... Oh, there's a boss. So far, nothing about the enemies has changed. As far as I know, there are also new enemies, but... Ooh, sword level 2, yeah, let's go for that. And on escape, yeah, when we go into the option menu, we can see that we have the weapons here and we can actually check them out. That is amazing. Like, you can see the buffs on them, you can see exactly how they work. Sadly, we can't check out the power-ups that we have, but we see all the stats, right? So we can somewhat assume what we got here. Just a little hint, if you play the game, make sure that the graphics are set to low and VSync and frame rate is put on. Otherwise, your computer will turn into a heater. Okay, let's kill this boss. The bosses also have been updated. They now give gold in the chests, and I think I've seen that they can give multiple things. So it's not just, you know, you always get one thing, but there is a chance that you get multiple tiers of chests. Oh, this will take a while. Yeah, the death spiral is really weak. It can't even kill the mushrooms here. Ouch. Oh, gold. Thank you. Oh my god. We actually got a legendary. Oh my. Okay, okay. Do I want to wait for a level up? And given the game, if you are into anime or Japanese style clothing, there will be a link in the pinned comment as well as the description. If you use my code, you'll get 20% off a purchase, but like right now, there are special offers where you get up to 25%. Now the benefit is that my code is not limited and will always be active as well as for everything. So once the current event expires, you can just use that one. Because it up... Oh my god. Okay, we could go... Sorry, there's a lot of oh my god going on. We could either go for the magic lamp, which is insanely strong, or we could go for the sunstone, which is also insanely strong. I'll go for the sunstone. So in this game, there we have an upgrade for our legendary scythe, nice, and the 3 daggers. Yeah, the killing the boss gave a lot of level ups. I think I will just always take it. I don't know what the legendary does, but again, I want to guarantee it. And let's open the chest. What do we get? What do we get? We have cooldown on the first one. It says Jade Bracelet, so I'm a bit confused there. And this one says 3 daggers, so I assume that's a mount. And this one is just flat out damage. Okay, amazing. But yeah, in this game, what you're actually looking for is you want to have defensive upgrades. HP, especially armor, they make it a lot easier to win the game. Like, you know, in similar other games, you just want to have damage and stuff like this, but here, it's actually very efficient to go for defensive abilities. But you still need to make sure that you balance them out, you know. Oh, that's a new one. I'm actually not gonna pick it right now, because the other character that we'll play already has the weapon, so we are not missing out on anything. But if I get it on a high level, then I will definitely pick it. I actually can't believe I haven't gotten the damage alert yet. There we go. Oh, Storm Amulet. I think I'll go for the Storm Amulet. We could go for the cooldown, but the Storm Amulet overall is an insanely strong weapon. There we go. As you might hear with the sound, it's very pleasant in general in this game. Whenever the worlds go around, you have this deep bass heavy sound, and I love that. Sword again, there we go. So yeah, when you start playing this game, I would say don't expect to just straight up win. Definitely depending on what you roll, this can happen. But your focus should either way be to farm as much gold as possible. Protector shield, or should we go for more health? I think I'll go for more health here. The boss just immediately died. How did that happen? We got another golden chest. Okay, let's go for Storm Amulet. Now keep in mind I have maxed out luck, so my odds are better than what I would assume normal people have. And there we have... Wait. Oh, I think what happened in the last chest was they were overlapping. Maybe. Maybe. But this one says also Bladed Fist, so damage upgrade. And Jade Bracelet. Okay. And these ones here all have projectiles. That's amazing. 405 gold. Oh my god. Okay, if you want to gold farm, you really need to put up luck. I don't even have the gold upgrade right now, because it's very expensive. And I wanted to show off the new power-ups. But I would have had way more than that. Let's go for a Sunstone. There we go. I actually think we will just straight up win this run. I don't even think we will need a showcase run for the character. Now, depending on how long this takes, maybe I'll still do one where I focus on other things, but I don't think I would have ever chosen anything else, you know. The upgrades that we got here are insane. And oh my god, I love this so much. The developer added an item, you know, a random drop from enemies when you kill them, that pulls in all the gold, I think, and experience. I don't know if it's also gold, but at least all the experience on the map. And whenever a game like this does it, I'm a huge fan of it. I hate the feeling that I drop experience and I don't get it. Well, there's the warning that definitely helps you out a lot, because then you pay so much attention to your character on the screen. Now, I'm not gonna showcase all 4 characters in this video. I already did a video, no, 2 videos on the other 2 characters. So there's that. If you want to see that, either go there or just check out the game yourself. The game will be linked as usual in the comment section, and if I don't forget it, I will also link the Discord, so you can join it there, you can give the developer feedback, and you'll also have a link to the other game that isn't available for me. Oh, this is a tough decision. So as I said, armor is actually really good, but we also have cooldown and the Sunstone. I think I'll go for the Sunstone, because, like, the cooldown I can always pick that, but for the weapons, whenever you get an upgrade for them, you get a certain stat, you know. Like, here it was projectile, but this might also be damage, and if I don't want damage, then I can go for cooldown. In case this wasn't obvious, whenever you get new weapons, there's a random chance what tier they have. And because I have a lot of luck, it's very likely that I get legendary or high tier weapons. And yes, it matters a lot, because the moment you pick them, the tier is locked in, and that's why this is always legendary, this is always epic, and if I would lock this in, it's rare, but I could also wait for one that is legendary, you know, or instead just focus on a weapon like the Sunstone. Actually, I think I'll go for the damage on the Storm Amulet. Damage on a weapon like the Storm Amulet that doesn't deal a lot of damage but hits a ton of enemies is super valuable. And you know what? Let's just use this. I want to check it out. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. There's like a volcanic tornado. Wait, that looked amazing. It's not really in line with the rest of the textures, I would say, but it looks outstanding. I love that. Wow. And it actually recharges. That means I can use it multiple times. And I would assume the cooldown that I get also affects it, but that really depends on how it's coded. Ooh, these fairies are quite tough. I don't think we've seen new enemies so far, I might be wrong with that. But ooh, these are actually not easy to deal with. It's working out, but do you see why I say you need to have armor? Or it's good to... Ooh. Oh, a little fairy. Hey, hey, come a bit closer. Come a bit closer. There we go. Wait, no, 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 no. Oh, wow. Did you see the damage? Did you actually... Wait, oh, scythe damage, perfect. It deals 70 damage per hit? And these are new. Oh, they are great additions. But okay, there's so much going on right now, I'm sorry. So 70 damage is an insane amount. This is just a normal chest now. Wait, but it... Okay, so it's just a screen wipe, depending on where it lands, of course, but yeah. Okay, you want a chain attack? Perfect, there we go. Oh my god, there's so much going on, I think the music died. I love it when I do something and, you know, something breaks in a game. That's just amazing. Yeah, the entire music is gone. I think the worlds just take up too much. No, 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 okay, never mind, it's back. Oh, sad life. I think when I paused, it came back. Or maybe it actually didn't die, it just ended. The Chakram legendary, honestly, it's not that great, but I'll take it because it's a legendary. And Bladed Fist again for more damage. Perfect. I really love the item that just pulls and everything. No, 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 the music is gone again. In the middle of it going off, it disappeared. Oh my god, yeah, it tries to get through. It can't get through. Oh, that's amazing. I'm sorry that my laugh sounds so stupid, but my throat is dead after the weekend. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now it just returns and you have these few seconds of music and then it just goes back. It's like, yep, stays for a little bit and yeah, gone again. Okay, I'll stop laughing. I'll try to not laugh. Oh yeah. So if I remember it, I'll put some music in the background, but I think it's also fine, you know, we can just listen to the weapons going off. Should I just use it? There are not that many enemies around, I don't want to waste it, but at the same time it would go on cooldown, right? Oh, and if it wasn't obvious what the different tiers to the weapons do, the higher the tier, the better the upgrades per level up, right? So Sunstone 3.5, on a basic version, maybe this would be, let's say 2.2 maybe, or 2. So it is a huge difference if you go for legendary. Okay, let's make a decision. Goodbye. Let's just remove that. Oh, we can check out the DPS, by the way. So the Scythe is dealing 150 DPS, that is not bad. The Sword is dealing 134, also not bad. The Sun's on 194, by far the best one. 990, okay, never mind. The Storm Amulet is still busted. Like, even with its lower damage, it's still busted. And Chakram actually dealing 200 damage, wow, that's surprising. Now I'm noticing the bonus stats that it shows, it's for all of them the same. And we don't really care about them. So that's something the developer should update, that it actually shows the stats that you care about, also known as the stats that you get from the level ups, but yeah, there we go. Oh my god. Dude, I need more amount, by the way. So I'll put up a theory, aside from the obvious part that the music is just, like it just broke because too much is going on. Maybe the developer put in, oh my god. Let's go for the Blessed Hammer, that one is amazing. Yeah, maybe the developer put in a limit to how many sounds can play at the same time, but made a mistake and included the music there. But, no, it was dying, right? The music was dying, it didn't just cut off. Yeah, so I guess her theory is wrong. We have 844 gold, that is nice, that will give us an upgrade later on. But we should also get more boss chests. You know what? Let's just do it. Oh my god. It's so destructive, but it looks really pleasing. The texture of the tornado. Like, it's different than the game, but it looks really pleasing. And there we go. Ooh, I have to be careful that I don't walk too much into them. I think I got a legendary armor upgrade, right? Oh no, I skipped that. That was also not legendary. I think that was epic. Okay, there we have the scythe again. Let's go for that. Area on the scythe is so MVP. But also damage. Like, look at this. The scythe only deals, 12 damage. It doesn't really kill stuff. So you need to put damage into it. Now, one thing that I'm a bit sad about, but it's like, I don't want it different now, but I'm sad that it's different. Do you understand what I mean? In the past, where you only had 6 weapon slots and nothing else, you would only get offered these weapons as upgrades. So on free upgrades, you had a 50% chance to get the weapon that you want, right? And if you had, let's say, 2 legendary weapons, you were almost guaranteed to always get them. Because there are only 4 options left in the game that will give you nothing. And now with all the power-ups here down here, the passives, it's way less likely that you get them, because now we have the hand fan here, for example, the diamond heart. But hey, let's still go for the storm amulet, because that one is bonkers. Now, while the storm amulet is amazing, it doesn't protect you, right? It just hits everything on the screen, or it can hit anywhere on the screen, I should say. Let's go for the damage here. Meaning that while it's amazing damage-wise and it will farm a ton of experience for you, if the enemies overwhelm you, you will just die. Okay, there we go. And don't worry if I don't trigger the damage alert a second time, because it can always happen 2 times per game. I'll just do it intentionally at the end. There's the boss. Let's get rid of him. Oh my god, the damage is insane. Sadly, just a normal chest. We got 108 gold and we got an upgrade for the sword. I don't think diamond heart makes sense. I think what's actually going on here is that it can't display those. At the bottom. So it just takes the sword for whatever reason. The scythe, 2.3 damage, perfect, there we go. Now keep in mind, the game is under heavy development, so it is expected that you will see bugs or face issues and stuff like this. So just give the developer some feedback that he knows what's going on. And you know what? I'll take the legendary hand fan. I actually think that one is really bad in general, because it only applies to a few weapons. But hey, if I get a legendary offered, I'll not say no. Oh no, I'm taking damage. Thank you for the warning. Oh, okay, actually stop there. Oh, this game. I don't know. The thing is, you know, it's a nice addition. Let's be honest. It's a nice addition, but the game also has to be good. Now, is the game good? In my opinion, it's pleasing. It's fun. Since I mainly play Vampire Survivors all the time, what I look for in games, I look for similar games, but I don't want to have a Vampire Survivors one-to-one clone. I want to have something different. Oh, that was a very nice gold value, if you caught that. So, what I mean with that is, I want something that works in the same way, mechanic-wise, but I want its unique and own take, and I don't want that it feels the same. So, Vampire Survivors, for example, the best thing about it is that you have this insane power move, you go absolutely bonkers and crazy. Yeah, I'll pick the armor here. And that is what makes it feel so good, right? But you're very limited. And that's why I enjoy playing this game here. You can just put an endless amount of levels into the same weapon. Like, if you are super lucky, I could have had 38 level ups just for the scythe. And can you imagine how ginormous and bonkers this would have been? I mean, out of those 38 level ups, I put 10 into the scythe. That is already an insane amount. And let's just get rid of them, to be honest. I want the experience. Man, oh man. I really want to see the special abilities on the other characters. But after this one, we'll play the new character. Sadly, that one doesn't have a special ability, and it doesn't have the danger alert, you know. But it has it has the cross as the starting weapon. There's somewhere the orb to suck in the experience. I lost track of it, but oh, there it is, okay. Let's just use the special ability one more time, and then I will suck everything in. Come on. And there it is. Let's go. Man, I love this. I can't say this often enough. I was really missing that. Or not missing that, but in general, every single game that I play that doesn't have the ability that the experience flies towards you feels not very satisfying. Now, I know there have been people that said, yeah, but like, you have to collect it yourself. That's your job. And I do agree with that, but in my opinion it doesn't add difficulty, it just adds an obnoxious feature that annoys me and wants me to play the game less. That's how simple it is, you know. Because there's so much experience, and no matter where I walk, like let's say I walk up here as I'm doing, and if I walk down now to collect experience, it's again, there's experience up there, right? And if I run around, if I want to collect gold, I'm missing out on so much. So I really love the change. Oh, let's go for the Sunstone. Actually, I think I should have went for the Chakram, because that one had insane DPS, right? 502, 204, 2k, oh my god. 570, yeah, this one is actually quite bad. 400, 700. With the flood of enemies, actually all of our weapons are dealing quite a lot of damage. Now, given the Storm Amulet, it's still busted. It will always be busted. The issue is, like, yes, sure, you can decrease its damage until it's entirely useless and will never ever get a kill. But is that really the point of it? I don't think so. I think it's fine as it is, because the risk with the weapon, if you put too many level ups into it, is you'll get overwhelmed. Like, look how close the enemies come. And the game ends at 15 minutes, so let's just get the experience orb towards the end. I just want to see how crazy we can go here, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Ah, come on. There we go. And a hand fan. Yay, projectile speed for the hammer. Well, it also buffs the Chakram, to be fair. Well, does it actually buff it because it makes it faster? I don't think so. Like, the slower it is, the more time the enemies have to walk into it. And that was it. Let's check out the final screen. We can see all the damage done. Dude, we had half epics and half legendaries. The luck power-up that you can buy is insane. And 1.7 million damage. Imagine this one would have been legendary. Like, just imagine that. And now it's time to play Cassandra. I want to mention at this point that the developers offered me to give me a version of the game of sexy Mystic Survivors with all the characters in the game, since, you know, they have convincing arguments on them, so that might be worth it. I'll think about it and maybe I'll do it, so if you want to see more of this, just let me know. As I mentioned, I actually do enjoy the game quite a lot. I think it's fun. I also think it's unpolished and it needs more work into it. However, it's a nice mix of different things, you know. Now, obviously, you can't polish up everything just by putting up some boobas, but no, the game itself, I think it's fun to play, and if they wouldn't be in there, I would still play it. Now, the Holy Pendant is the weapon of choice here, the starting weapon, and since it's legendary, since I have the maxed out upgrades, it will become ginormous, hopefully. Again, we have the Storm Amulet. Now, I didn't want to go for the same weapon again in this run, like, if I had the choice, you know. But if you get something legendary offered, you don't say no to that. It's just so good. Legendary weapons overall. And there we have a little bit of gold, very nice. Actually, I'm not too sure how I will kill the boss here, and that is not amazing. I think I'll just go for HP. Or, yeah, well, HP, armor, you know, both of them are a bit like, which one is better, which one is worse? Actually, no, armor is better, and it was a rare one, right? The only different choice that I could have made is I'll go for HP, and instead I'll wait for better armor. But I guess having it now, actually, no, it's better, it's better. And, well, there we have a legendary upgrade for the HP. That is insane. Like, the increase that you get from it, it's just wild, it's crazy. And the higher the tier, the better the upgrade. Now, it will take some time until I finally kill this spider here, the little boss, and I hope I get another legendary chest out of that. But as you can see, the Holy Pendant, dude, this is just a super fancy garlic, and I love it. And we have a lot of upgrades in it. I think I'll just go for the scythe maybe here for some extra damage. Yeah, let's go for the scythe. And opening the chest, what do we get? Well, directly an upgrade for the scythe, not a big fan, but we have the next legendary weapon. Oh, now I'm a bit sad. Like, we had only legendary weapons so far that we got to choose, and we were forced into the scythe. That's a bit sad. Would have been fun to go for a build where I tried to go for 6 legendary weapons, so no matter what the upgrade is, I'll always get a top tier upgrade, but you know, it is what it is. Honestly, I gotta say, I didn't have a very good impression of the Holy Pendant, since, you know, it's actually amazing to farm weak enemies, but even these devil bats here, or whatever you want to call them, they were too strong that I could kill them when I tried out the weapon the first time. Oh, 3 dagger? Oh, well, actually, that doesn't do too much for me. But I guess, yeah. It's better because I can get a higher tier level on the damage one. But no, the Holy Pendant, its damage is insanely low. However, you can decrease the cooldown to an insane amount and buff up its damage. So I really hope I will get some upgrades there, and it will just be able to kill everything, you know. And it feels amazing. It actually feels amazing if you constantly have this field around you, and it actually kills stuff, you know. It doesn't just support other weapons. Oh, wow. Wait, that was super fast. And there we go. A holy pendant, obviously, again. And, ooh, another one for the storm amulet. Amazing. We actually had really good upgrades in this run. And again, it read 3 daggers there on the upgrade. But I assume what's going on, as I said previously, I think it's actually the 3 daggers. But it doesn't have the sprite for the chests yet. There we have a little bit of gold. Thank you. 240 gold, not too bad, not too good either. You know, it's just a little bit. But if you want to actually farm, and I haven't done that here, you want to max out the gold and you want to max out luck, you get insanely good chests and it's just so worth it. And there, I love these swarms for the bonus experience that I get out of them. Now sadly this character doesn't have a special ability yet, nor the warning animation, you know that you take too much damage. But in the end it's still nice to play with the starting weapon, and you know what's coming up next, right? Because the next update, no matter what it will at least add an animation and the special ability for this character. Oh, I hate these plants over here. They're actually quite difficult to deal with. I mean, if you have strong AoE weapons or bouncing weapons, like I have, it's usually somewhat fine, since it clears the path ahead of you, but I tend to just constantly walk into them. Oh, we have Jade Bracelet here. Yeah, I'll go for that. Jade Bracelet and a Mount are 2 of the power-ups that I want to always pick, right? Like, even on a lower rarity level, that means we get less out of them. They are just so good that you want to have it as soon as possible, and you can just start grinding harder. Or worst case, you know, you might not even get it later on again, and you're missing, I don't know, 40% or so of the stats. Now, it did look like in the last run that the passives that we can get, they are limited. It doesn't look like they go on forever, but this might have also been just per chance that, you know, they didn't show up more often. But it would make sense. Like, a Mount, definitely, yeah, sure, go crazy with that, that's fine. But cooldown is insane. Now, what is going on with the character here? Do you see that? Huh. That was interesting. There was a lot of bouncing going on. Okay, doesn't matter. So at 6 minutes, the boss will spawn in. And as you might notice, these fairies, they are... Ooh, that was a high damage upgrade. Like, I just saw it and I instantly clicked it. But that was a damage upgrade, that's very good. These fairies are usually a bigger problem. Not, you know, a huge deal, but they are the first wave that can completely surround you. And this boss over here will just demolish you, right? Like, you have to either walk through the enemies to run away, or you have to somehow magically kill the boss, which, without a special ability, is actually quite difficult. Luckily, we attack so frequently. I think the boss just died. What? We just started this. What is dealing so much damage to the bosses? This is not the first time that has happened. Well, there we go, just a basic chest again, but can't complain. Cypher area, yeah, no, that was just one weapon that I picked up because I had no choice. Oh, it's fine. Storm amulet again. Wait, I wonder how much we can max out these weapons. Like, I really want to see what happens at the very end here. But yeah, the holy pendant already insanely huge. Even these ogres, I think they don't really have a chance. Like, it attacks quite rapidly. You can even see how the numbers are overlapping because it attacks so frequently. And I wonder because... Oh, we still have cooldown. Yeah, we still have cooldown. I'll still focus on the 2 legendary weapons, the Storm Amulet and the Holy Pendant. But if I don't get them offered, or maybe if it's something bad, I actually can't think of a bad one that they would have. But if it's something that I don't want, then I'll go for cooldown. Otherwise, I'll keep going for the legendary one. And I can't believe it. I can actually stand still. They can't touch me. Or can they? No. They die before they even touch me. Yeah. I think I found my new favorite weapon. This pendant is amazing. I'm even upgrading it over the chain lightning. And that one was my favorite before this. I mean, I also like the spiral a lot, the scythe. The problem is it seems to be heavily nerfed and kind of useless, you know? Now, I mean, obviously, if you manage to max out the scythe, well, maxing as in putting every level in, it will still be overpowered and super strong, but... Well, it's not a good weapon in comparison on the same level with others. And yeah, I went for cooldown there. That one is, yeah, definitely, cooldown is better. And I do assume it maxes out at level 5, so I will just take all the levels where we don't get something better and look at the speed. Focus on an enemy where no lightning is striking, like to the right, and you can see how many times the Holy Pendant is attacking per second. That is just beautiful. Do you see that? Isn't this beautiful? Like, you have to focus on the Holy Pendant. There, do you see all the numbers? Isn't this insane? Oh, okay, I touched enemies. Yeah, gotta be careful. It's really important in this game that you don't get distracted. But, yeah, I would say enough of that. I actually don't want to lose this run. Ooh, the Blessed Hammer. That is also a nice one. I mean, we were forced into one. I would have rather liked to have all legendaries. It almost feels like as if you could only have 3 legendary weapons, right? Like here we have 3 legendaries, the Protector Shield, the Chain Lightning, and the Holy Pendant. And in the last run, we also had 3 legendaries. Exactly. Now, I don't know if the power-ups... No, the power-ups are independent from that, if this is the case. Okay, I'm not saying it is the case. I'm just noticing a pattern that in both runs we had 3 legendary weapons. Could also be just, you know, by chance. There we go. Okay, a little bit more experience. I kind of want to farm a bit more gold, but at the same time, you take so much damage if you walk through the enemies. Yep, just lost a bunch of health again. Okay, maybe I should really stop doing that. Like, the thing is, I want to max out this stuff before the super strong enemies come and just overrun me. So in my head, it's like, hey, a little bit more efficiency where I sacrifice some health, but I do get the upgrades. Like these guys here, with the head, with the witch head, with the pumpkin in the hand, they are really tanky. Like in... okay. I mean, I'm not sure. I think I'm killing them. Oh, do I go for the Bladed Fist here? No, it's not worth it. Actually, maybe it would have been the right decision to just go for it, you know, for the bonus damage. But it feels so bad to have such a good passive, and then you take a basic one, you know? Especially after the last run with Legendary, like, hello? And Holy Pendant yet again for 0.1 second cooldown reduction. How fast does this attack now? Stupidly fast. Wait, does this not have a cap? Like, will this just always decrease more and more and more? Like, definitely there's attack, right? Like, at one point, it would attack so rapidly that the game just can't handle it anymore. Like, at minimum, it would be whatever the frame rate is in the game. I would assume, like, 1 second divided by the frame rate. Actually, no. Wait, actually, I have no idea. Are games capped, like the actions that happen, capped to the frame rate? No, that would be stupid, right? Yeah, no, it must be capped to the calculation timer. Funny enough, these golems usually tend to not be a problem, because at this point you're... Oh my god, no, boss. I had my hand away from the keyboard. Okay. Oh. I don't know why, but this booby tree always gets me. And if you don't believe that, like, this is a tree with boobas. Like, wait a second, I'll try to get away from it. Like, check this out. It's not like the character, you know, it's not on the same level, but, it's actually a bit hard to see. There's some experience. Yeah, do you see that? It looks ridiculous. I like that they didn't make it in a different way, you know, that it's suddenly human boobas and just sticking out just for the point. Oh my god. Legendary Bladed Fist and a chest. I love that. Let's go. Come on. Huh? Oh, that was... Okay, so there was again a triple chest that was golden. I'm not too sure if the triple and the penta chest, if they just both have the same coloring, or if there's some bug going on, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. 3 upgrades are still amazing. Wait, I just realized our Holy Pendant. Do you see how insanely huge... Wait, do you see how frequently it attacks? It's so huge, and it attacks so frequently. What? Like, the enemies, there's no chance they'll ever get in. I actually think I'll just skip a part of the end, you know, because we will just stand there and do nothing. The only reason why I'm moving around is because I'm still looking for gold. And there we have Blade Fist again. What was that? I think there was 9% damage increase per upgrade. So if you just assume 5 levels, that would be 45% bonus. But I could definitely see that this would be one of the upgrades that have no cap. Maybe all of them have, maybe not. I don't know it. But that is definitely crazy. And there's the end, as expected. Okay, I did take some more damage. Yes, I was stupid. But as expected, it's not too difficult. Let's just get the vacuum here to have, well, no level ups. Okay. Yeah, we are at a really high level at 43. But I want to see what the damage is on the weapon, so I'll try to hit as many enemies as possible. But that was it. And there we go. The final screen. And... Okay, Storm Amulet. Okay, yeah. But hey, 729k damage on the Holy Pendant? That is a lot.